Hi everybody, this is Valentina from the Real Italian Kitchen, and today I'm going to show you how to make perfectly baked, crispy chocolate chip cookies. Now this recipe is a hybrid between an Italian recipe that I used to use when I was still living in Italy and an American recipe, because when I first moved to Philadelphia I discovered the thin crispy cookies, and in Italy we just don't do them because we don't really incorporate brown sugar as one of the ingredients. So this recipe has brown sugar and they're going to be thin and crispy, but you'll see that the chocolate choice is a little bit more Italian. I hope you'll enjoy the tutorial. Don't forget to join the community on Facebook. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Google+, and of course my blog realitaliankitchen.org, where you can find a full list of the ingredients in both cups and grams. Thank you! See you at the end! The ingredients and utensils we're going to need today are butter, flour, baking soda and salt. I put everything in here. White sugar and brown sugar, 1 egg, some vanilla extract, and then I made my own chocolate chips, but if you don't feel like going through the work, you can always buy semi-sweet chocolate chips. I had 2 chunks of chocolate that I brought from Italy, 2 chocolate bars. This one is milk chocolate and this one is dark chocolate at 70%. Today I'm also going to use my trusted KitchenAid with this paddle to mix, and I have a cookie sheet with some parchment paper on it, ready to go on the side. The first thing we're going to do is work the butter with the sugar. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut the butter in smaller bits so it will be easier for the machine to mix it. And as you can see, I have let the butter naturally soften outside the fridge for like a good 30 minutes before I started. And you know, I measured everything else and the butter was ready to go. And then I'm gonna pour the sugar in, brown and white sugar, and I'm gonna lock it, put it on, put it on stir, and let it mix. You can now adjust the speed and make it a little bit faster so that the butter and the sugar melt into one another, and when you find that the consistency is like nice and creamy and the color turned into this beautiful cookie brown, you're done with the butter and the sugar. Next we're gonna add the egg, and it's just 1 whole egg. We're gonna mix it in. And this time I'm gonna leave the mixture on the paddle, and I'm gonna add the flour, baking soda and salt. Start on stir because the flour has a tendency of splashing all over the place, and then once it's starting to become more of a dough, you can decide to bring it up to 2. And that's pretty much it. We're going to add the vanilla now, and I have very little left, so I'm going to use all of mine. But this was great vanilla. It was the organic vanilla extract by Simply Organic, and our wonderful chocolate chips. Mix everything together. It's sticking to the sides. Push it down with a spatula. There we go. It seems pretty well mixed, but just to be safe, I'm gonna give it another quick stir with a paddle. I pushed all the dough towards the center, as you can see, and you can even try a little piece and make sure that everything is salted and it's perfect. And you're gonna put it in the fridge and let it rest for 30 minutes before you can bake it. These are the thin, crispy cookie kind. They're going to melt a lot. They're gonna become a lot bigger, so make small balls, put them a fair distance apart, and don't put too many in each cookie sheet. Do several batches, or they will all stick together as one. And cook them on the top shelf of the oven. There we go. Our first batch is finally ready. I'm gonna scoop them off the cookie sheet and put them on my cooling rack. I'm really excited about my cooling rack because I've never had one before in my life. So, sorry, I get excited about little things. So these baked for 10 minutes at 400 Fahrenheit, which is about 180 Celsius. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you're gonna try these. I think they are wonderful. Thank you for following the Really Italian Kitchen. Nothing better than a warm cookie. Oh my god. Yes. I like it crunchy. If you really liked the video, don't forget to leave me a comment, give me the thumbs up, or share the video on your preferred social network. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, Instagram, and of course my blog, reallyitaliankitchen.org, where you'll find this and more recipes. Ciao ciao!